I think forests play an extremely important role on a very surface level and on a subsurface level. They provide us water retention, water reservoirs, they provide our oxygen, but on a less kind of visible level, forests are playing an active role in sequestering emissions.
About 15 plus billion trees a year are lost to deforestation and wildfire, and this prevents the ability for that carbon in the air to be sequestered. There's been virtually zero innovation to date to deal with this issue. So bringing new technology to the forests can help rebalance our ecosystems and potentially help save the ecological crisis that we're in.
Bryce and Cameron Jones and Angelique Ahlström have found an effective and simple way to help reduce CO2 emissions. Their appreciation for trees took root growing up in BC around towering old-growth forests. Now they've come together to create drone technology that can plant trees autonomously with their company, Flash Forest. These newly planted trees can help contribute to lowering CO2 emissions.
When we talk about greenhouse gas emissions, we got nitrous oxide, we have methane, which are all these greenhouse gases that we're emitting into the atmosphere way faster than our ecosystems are able to balance them out.
Right now, we're faced with stark realities. One is that there's over 1 trillion tons of CO2 in the atmosphere that needs to be sequestered.
We're constantly emitting more carbon dioxide into the atmosphere than our ecosystems are able to regulate. Starting Flash Forest, I mean, it's been over 3 years now trying to figure out how to plant trees by drone.
Hey BMW, call Cameron.
Hi, this is Cameron. How are you?
Hi Cameron, it's Michelle Romano. How are you?
I'm doing really well.
So tell me a little bit about your business.
At a high level, Flash Forest is a drone reforestation company. It's been a very fast-paced few years starting this company, growing this company from nothing. Failed a lot at the beginning. Still fail now, but now we're also getting some really good wins. We were able to prove that we can, in fact, plant trees by drone. We've been able to prove that we can actually do it faster than humans. And now the next frontier is just seeing how big we can go. There's 3 co-founders of Flash Forest. It's myself, Bryce Jones, and then there's Angelique Ahlström. We formed it back in 2019. We all have different strengths. We're all super close friends and we're all equally passionate.
You're all the adults now in the room, and you really realize that you are now the generation that is holding the responsibility in your hands. And that's a very heavy truth to come to a realization of.
The status quo right now in reforestation is literally hand and shovel planting. You can plant about 1,000 to 2,000 seedlings a day. But the main thing to focus on here is that there is no technology right now in the conventional method of reforestation. By automating this technology, by planting from the air, we can massively increase the rate. We're on track to plant about 5 times faster than humans. But we're not going to stop there. We want to make this as fast as possible, automate absolutely everything that we can, while reducing the cost.
Is we actually fly over burned forest and then we plant from the sky. We shoot our pods in above the burned forest. You don't need to send tree planters into a burnt stand where it's too dangerous because you have snags and you have damaged trees that are falling down. We actually just go above and we try to plant as much as possible from just one base. And so that's why we like drones. They let us go super far. They let us plant in areas that can't be planted by hand, and they're helping us address the climate change issue we're experiencing in Canada right now. And so right now our team is working on testing two things in particular that I'm really excited about. One is that they're going to be running a swarm, so they're going to be doing 6 drones just off of one computer, the manual flying. And then the other thing we're going to be testing today as well is we're just going to be testing the embedding of our newest pod recipe and see how it interacts with the soil, make sure we can actually get it into the earth, because really helps when we're in the field.
No matter what future you want for our species and for the planet, if we don't address climate change and start to move the needle, start to change the trajectory, the future is not going to be great. So this is something that we need to take action on and put our energy towards something that can make a better future.
Every country needs to play a role in solving climate change. And when we started this business, we wanted to reduce emissions, not for Canada. We want to reduce global emissions and give a solution that can be used across borders.
Reducing CO2 emissions is also a critical goal of BMW and a part of the company's evolution. The company plans to lower the amount of CO2 emitted at its production facilities globally. The iX xDrive 50 is a new vehicle that's part of that vision. It's an electric vehicle built from the ground up with sustainability in mind. BMW uses green energy for the production of its batteries and the important metals in the vehicle. The aim to reduce CO2 emissions across every aspect is a part of how the company is transforming its future. Take in your surroundings. You can see the forest and the beautiful trees in it, but the CO2 that's harming our atmosphere is invisible. Flash Forest's innovative tree planting technology is trying to reverse the impact of carbon emissions, and BMW has redesigned their business to lower their emissions. When we each take sustainability seriously, we can get to where we need to go together.
Hey! That's awesome!
Amazing!
Hey! We'll take it.
We'll take it.
We'll take it.
That's amazing.
Turn it into trees. That's amazing.